The title of my message is simply Inside Out. It's the gift of God. In any film industry, those of us who possibly have gone where they create and make movies, we have the front stage, and the front stage is where they bring all the beautiful things, but the greater work happens at the backstage. Backstage is where they correct, backstage is where they rehearse, backstage is where they meditate, think through. By the time they come to the front stage to be able to act, they've already done so much of rehearsals and perfection, and what you see at the front stage is always a very minimal part of what happened in an actor's life. In the same way, you and I have our front stage, and the front stage is the outside that I am, but the backstage is the inside you. Today I want to talk about the inside, the work that needs to happen within us. A story told about a young man who was converted, became a Christian. This guy was a drug addict, a complete drug addict, a drunkard. Would drink his life off. Any man he got, he drank everything. But so he saw this young girl, a beautiful lady, and said, I'd want to go on date with you. And the young girl said, no, you cannot go on date with me. I'm a Christian. You have to come to church. You have to be saved for you indeed to even get to know me. So the gentleman says, yes, I will try. This lady is too good, let's go. So he comes to church, he studies Bible and becomes a Christian. But literally, as he's studying Bible, his life is changing, and he starts to think, digest, and accept the fact that I'm not in this for this lady, but I'm in this to be able to change my life. And he changed his life. He became a wonderful song leader. He became a wonderful leader in the church. But what happened over time? One day, the man was found to have committed suicide. And the question that boggled people's mind was that while he was a drug addict, he didn't commit suicide, but now that he has become a Christian, is when he's committing suicide, what could be the problem? The problem is that he became a churchgoer, he became a choir member, he became a member of the church, but did not convert himself to Jesus Christ. And that is the backstage that I speak about, the inside that I speak about. Everything about him was so good. At times we can come to church, and the church becomes a place where we come to have a wonderful time as a coping mechanism. I've had a whole difficult week, and so because the worker comes and sings a wonderful song, it brings you close to Jesus, but the personal relationship with Jesus is lacking. You got to ask yourself, how is your backstage? How is it in your life? That's a question that God asks us. A question I ask myself every day. There are moments, the moments in life where you have memories that are torturing you. Memories that when you think about, you feel so much pain. And the devil knows how to use those memories so well. He uses them so well. He frustrates you with those memories. The things you dealt or you did that you never confessed. The lies we keep at the backstage. The devil knows how to use them. What have you allowed the devil to torment you with in your life? What are the backstage baggages that you're not dealing with? Because the devil will accuse you. You're walking, you come to church, you feel so good, but the moment you step out there, a young woman comes and meets a priest, a pastor, and he meets a young man who leads a youth ministry and says, this youth ministry is so awesome, so wonderful, and so wonderful. But after the wedding, they go back home, an angel on the pulpit, but the devil at home. She carried all her children, came to the pulpit and said, me, I want to marry this man, not the man at home. Who are you at home? This is a question that we need to ask ourselves. We need to, because everything we do indeed affects our children the future generation of this church. We don't take care of them well, this church is gone. We don't take care of ourselves well, this church has gone tomorrow. How is your backstage? It's a question we've got to ask ourselves personally. Matthew chapter 23, verses 26 to 28. Let's read and hear what it says. Blind Pharisees, first clean the inside of the cup and dish, and then the outside also will be clean. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You are like whitewashed tombs, which looks beautiful on the outside, but on the inside are full of bones of the dead and everything unclean. In the same way, on the outside you appear to people as righteous, but on the inside you are full of hypocrisy and wickedness.